Hello and welcome to Light Waves by Todderbert. In front of us with the Sofirn SP31 version 3. It's an 18650 powered High CRI Nichia everyday carry flashlight. You can find this retailing at Amazon for around $39.99. Mine had a code and it brought the price down to $29.99, so not a bad value. I'll have links in the pay link section if you so desire this flashlight. Let's check it out. The box is pretty basic. They haven't changed it over time. You can see sofirnlight.com. On the back here, it does have some information. Nichia 519A, nice. Color temperature. Military green. Yeah, I like green. You know, I like orange, green. I like a little different. I like desert tan. I like them all. Black once in a while, you know. Awesome. So take everything out of the box. Let's see what we get. Throw that aside. We get to start the show. Boom. Lower it down a little bit. Rockin. Yeah, it looks good in the green. I really like it. I got the V2 model, which I never reviewed. I had it in the box. I guess I forgot about it. But I'm going to bring it out and show it in this video. So there. We get a cable. This is USB-A to USB-C. There's a C right there. There you go. All right, cool. And then what else we got? We got a carry lanyard and some O-rings. Nice. And then we get the manual, which is pretty easy. I'll just kind of bring this across here. Okay, so it has a little paragraph up on top there. Really small writing. If you can read it, they do have two different versions. I got the Nichia because it's just the better LED, let me tell you. I like it. Some people might want the higher brightness, so I don't blame you, and the better throw of the cool white bulb. LED, you know what I mean? Emitter, if I want to be all nerdy about it. But yeah, there's your information, the chart there for the white and the high CRI, giving you the luminosity, the distances, the run times, intensities. You see it all there. And they're using their 3000 milliamp hour battery, which is included. So I like that. It's a good battery too. We'll talk about it. Here's your specs. I got to zoom in again because, yeah, real small writing. Just kind of freeze frame if you want to see any of that stuff. I'll try to cover most of that. But like ATR technology, I mean, yeah, it's a given. The thing better throttle or your LED will burn out. Voltage warning. Okay, cool. Here's operation. It's a pretty simple setup. Tail switch, side switch, dual switches. Does a couple things. I'll go over that. Battery indicators. Yeah. And then contact information. Awesome. And over here, okay, it goes Chinese. All right, we're done with that. Toss that aside. And yeah, extras. Toss that aside too as well. All right, so let's go over dimensions of this SP31. Let's see. Our length is 4 3/4 inches. We have a head diameter of 1 inch. Tail diameter of 15/16 of an inch. So 120 millimeters, 25 millimeters, and 24 millimeters. Nice. And it weighs about 62 grams without the battery. Give you an idea. I have the battery in there. Size comparison. Let's see what I can do here. I think it'll fit on camera. Yeah. All right, so we have a Through Night Saber. This is a AA powered flashlight. Runs on 14500s as well. Put that there. I have an 18650 flat top. Now the cool thing is, yes, the Sofirn SP31 can run on flat tops. I love that. Thank you very much. I have a lot of flat tops. So, and then here we have a 21700 flat top. There you go for size. And then of course we have a Cadillac of Sofirn's IF23 Pro. This thing is a bad dog. If you want high luminosity, this thing's 5000 lumens on turbo. It is a beast. But just to give you an idea for size. If I get that in a frame. Will it fit on a frame? Let me just bring this up a little bit. It's a little wonky to carry, but you know what? When you're walking around outside the neighborhood and you're not sure and you want to see everybody, that's how you do it. You get this flashlight right here. I'll try to link it maybe in the description if I remember. But the IF23 Pro is an amazing light. I like it. Now, I don't use that side light much, but that forward light, it lights up the neighborhood. I love it, but yeah, but there you go. This is more realistic. This is, hello, I'm here. It's like better than a car headlamp. I love it. All right, so say goodbye to that guy. He's too awesome, I know. And then I'm going to show you guys the Sofirn version 2. So they did a lot of upgrades. Look at the difference of this thing. It's like, it looks like, I don't know, an older school Through Night or something. Through Night used to do a knurling pattern like that. Anyway, yeah, they went with a bigger button. That's nice. They shortened it. And the reason being is they're using different optics. This uses a standard reflector, and this is using the TR optics, which makes sense for a light like this. It's more of an inspection light or close-up work. This is not meant for mega throw or anything like that. And it's like, you know, it's around the house, whatever. But yeah, this has no charge jack on it, so you have to take the battery out to charge it. Kind of annoyance. Yeah, you got to mess around with that. So there's that. So a lot of changes were made. I really like the changes. It just looks polished. Nice looking light. So just thought I'd show you where they were and where they've been, or where they went. Not where they've been. Where they've been, where they went. You get the idea. All right, cool. So, all right, let's talk about features. Yeah, it's a pretty cool light. We're over. Done. Video done. But anyway, you get the idea. Nice grip. Yeah, I like that grip on there. Okay, so it's tail operated. So you can click it on, click it off, click it on, click it off. Got momentary. It's whatever your last mode was. You know, you can turn it on and change the mode with the little button here on the side. Got a battery status LED, which we're going to go over again, but I thought I'd show you. Be running it right away, yeah. Instead of waiting 10 minutes. Anyway, there you go, cool. Yeah, going to the front, you can see we got those optics for a nice diffused beam. I like it. It's really floody. Down in there is our Nichia 519A LED, 5000K color temperature, and CRI probably of 90 plus. So the color rendition is nice on this light. You know, when you're like searching around the room and you look at color items, it's a big deal. It looks really nice. I really like the extra metal here around the lens to kind of protect it. I'm not sure if the version 2 had it. Not as much. Yeah, I like how they did that little extra protection. Not bad. All right, great. So yeah, we got that going on. The body is your typical 6061 T6 aluminum alloy with your probably Type 3 hard anodized finish. Looking good in that military green. I really dig this color. Hopefully it's showing up well on the camera because in person it's the same color. It's not like it's changing much. It looks just like that in person. So if you like that metallic green sheen, get yourself one. Yeah, when they go on sale, it's a pretty good deal. Around 29 bucks. Heck yeah. Definitely an awesome deal for what you're getting here. Got some cooling fins, deep cuts there. That's good. Like I said, aggressive knurling here. This is like cuts. More like cuts, not really knurling anymore. Nice there. We got our belt clip, which I don't quite like. It doesn't go deep enough. I'm looking at it. You know, it's nothing like this. See how deep the IF23 is? Yeah, much nicer to carry. But you got a clip at least, and it's, you know, it's more budget light. I get it. What else we got going on here? Okay, we got a lanyard hook point here, and I think you can tie something there if you want. But yeah, right there in the tail. I don't think you can tail stand this. I mean, I guess if you're at a nice level surface, you might be able to. Yeah, you might be able to, but those are two little nubs. I doubt it, but at least your tail's guarded, so you can't accidentally turn it on. But again, your tail is your momentary silent to whatever mode you had last set, which is nice. So you can have momentary turbo, which is fantastic. So we can change it. There we go. There's turbo. So we got momentary turbo. Okay, and you can lock it on and then lock it off. See, sometimes you have to certain modes to use that mode switch. You have to have the tail engaged to get to them, like Strobe, which we'll show you in a moment. Charging jacks right here, USB-C. Awesome. Now this thing charges like super fast. Now I think it's too fast for the battery they gave you, but I don't know. It's 2 amps. 5 volts, 2 amp input. That's quite fast for a flashlight charging a battery. Now I charged this battery and there was no problem. This Molly cell. And this can handle it. I think the output of this thing's like 40 amp output, which is pretty good. So I think it can definitely take a 2 amp charge. But this included battery, I don't know. But I would probably take the battery out and change it out. Do it when it can handle fast charges if you're going to use this charging jacket. Otherwise, take the battery out and charge it in a dedicated charger, which is pretty simple. You just unscrew this here. Got some nice O-rings there. Like I mentioned, you get extras in the package. Nice square threads. Got a spring there. We got a spring, of course, down the back there, so you can use the flat tops. That's handy. And our battery, I gotta make sure I'm just gonna hold that in my hand, I guess, is a 3000 milliamp hour unprotected button top. Now these are nice batteries because they fit most of our radios, like our XH data radios, D808s, 109 WBs, you know, all the cool radios. Even our older retro radios, we're buying those retro looking radios with AM, FM, Bluetooth, you know, MP3 player stuff. These fit in there as well because they've adopted the unprotected button tops for some reason. But yeah, there you go. I like that. I like that it's interchangeable with other stuff, especially our other radios. Okay, cool. So that's that. Pretty basic there. Cool. Okay. Throw that back in. yeah, trust me, it runs on flat tops. I don't have to show you that. With no play, it doesn't shake, so that's nice. The springs are good in there. So that's a bonus. I'll show you how to use this. So click it on, and then you cycle the modes with your button here, as you saw. So you got low, medium, high, turbo. I think I missed one there. Okay, low, medium, high, turbo. Okay, great. So if you leave it on low, you turn the light off, it's going to remember low. So now we got momentary low. So you saw how that worked, right? And you get your battery status LED. It's a red-green one. When it's red, time to charge. If it's red flashing, you're in trouble. It's going to dump on you. So watch that light and make sure it's green all the time. Or if it's flashing green, you might want to charge it. So stay ahead of the game, right? Definitely. That's pretty set up. I like the setup here. It's not bad. I mean, it's kind of like an outdoors group. There's no tactical group on this thing. I wish it had it, but yeah, we'll add that later. But yeah, that's how that works. Real simple. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Actually, there's one more mode I want to show you. So from off, if you press and hold the mode button while turning it on with the tail, now you got the moon mode. That's how you access the moon. The only way to do it is through that setup I just showed you. And then you can cycle up from there and burn my hand. And then it gets rid of moon. Now you only have the 4, low, medium, high, turbo. So that's how you get to moon. So get that. So mode, tail, is moon. Ding! Done. Does not remember moon though. Just your last use regular mode. Okay, cool. So let's show you the strobe deals. If you can't handle flashing lights, look away. So if we, I believe it is press and hold the mode switch while it's clicked on, will take us to our strobe. There you go. It's fast, slow. Okay, now we're going to tap it again. Single click. Goes to SOS mode, which is 300 lumens. That strobe you saw earlier there was 1200 lumens. And a beacon of 1200 lumens. So if we hit this again, we'll get to our beacon mode. 1200 lumens. So it's going to flash this high intensity beacon. Yeah, that's nice. Cool. And then if you press and hold, it goes back to your normal mode. Nice. I like it. So that's it. I mean, it's pretty simple. There's no electronic lockout on here. That is it. I can't think of anything else. I got the strobes taken care of. Showed you how to get to the moon mode. Yeah, that's that easy to operate. Love it. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and we'll click this off. And let's head to the garage where I took some pictures of this flashlight in action. I didn't go outside because this is a fairly floody beam and it doesn't have a distance. So anything under 200 meters, I just don't take it outside unless it's like 5,000 lumens. Like this bad dog right here. But yeah, but if you can't push it, I don't bother because it doesn't pick up much. So but let's show you some pictures in the garage. So we're again 15 feet away from the garage door. Lights on turbo. This is 1200 lumens. It does some interesting throttling. It goes from 1200 after 50 seconds to 1000 lumens. Runs for about 2 minutes, and then it goes down to 600 lumens, and it runs the remainder of the battery out in 2 hours. A throw of 170 meters with the Nichia version that I'm using. Now we're on the high mode. This is 700 lumens. Expect a runtime of 2 1/4 hours and a throw of 135 meters. Now medium. This is 300 lumens. Expect a runtime of 6 1/4 hours and a throw of 80 meters. Now medium is a nice step mode. I like this one. I use this for walking. This is good for most tasks outside. You can see what's going on around you at 300 lumens. Plus you get that runtime you need. Now we're on low. This is 15 lumens. Again, another nice setting. This will run 78 hours, giving you plenty of time to do lots of tasks in a small room or small rooms around the house if you're looking for something. And a throw of 19 meters. In our last picture, you can just make it out. We're in moon mode. I'm surprised the camera picked it up. This is 1 lumen. Expect a runtime of 500 hours. Don't know if that's legit or not because I don't have time to figure that out, but it sounds legit. At 1 lumen with a high capacity battery, expect that. They say a throw of 2 meters. Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about throw. But this is a great mode for tuning radios, and we'll do that in this video. All right, let's go back to the bench. Yeah, let's do a quick demo, and then we'll do final thoughts. So I'll bring this up here. We'll go through the modes, kind of show you the RFI on this thing, and then, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and turn it on. Just click it on there. Yeah, oh, I like that color. You can see it already rendering. Oh, I can anyway. All right, let's go and turn this off here. Yeah, I was looking at the orange flashlight. It looked really good. See, that's that rendering. And the camera isn't compensating at all. Now, see, if I take the, I think this is a cool white, the V2. Turn it on. And that washes everything out. Even in its spill there. Bringing in the Nichia, it's nice and warm. Washed out. Nice and warm. Get the idea there? Yeah, love it. Beautiful thing. Okay, so that's the V2. Nice upgrade. I'm happy I got the Nichia version of the V3. Yeah. So right now that's a low. So I'm going to aim at the ceiling, go through the modes. So yeah, low is your, nice 15 lumens. So now we got 300 lumens. Big jump to medium. Then to high, 700 lumens. Then to turbo at 1200 lumens. Low, medium, high, turbo, low. You get the idea, right? Turbo on the table, it's a little bit too much. I would say, yeah, low looks pretty good for the table use. Now, if you're tuning, you're probably not going to want to use low. It's a little noisy. So let's go ahead and bring a radio in. Show you that. All right, yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Oh, man, the orange looks fantastic. So that's how you test color rendering. Look at oranges and reds. Those tend to get washed out. Okay, so let's bring a radio in here. Skywave 2, turn it on.
Strikes against him, an RBI, 2-out double. The lead for the Phillies is now 2 runs, 8-6 in the top of the 8th. Lead Brewers, though, weren't done. Isaac Collins is hitting. A left-handed nod against the righty Robertson. The pitch. They're going to drop ball to short. Diving play by Glove. And the Brewers tie the game at 8. 2-run score. And this building is going bonkers. So it's 8-8 after 8 on to the top of the 9th in Milwaukee. Swinging a ground ball right side.
So this is Moon right here. This is looking really good. Yeah, Moon for your small radios will work out really good. Now you can use the other modes as long as you're not close to the antenna, but the bigger the radio, the more likely it's going to pick it up, the noise. So, but this here, there's no noise on the Moon mode, which is nice. And I think it was the medium mode. It's kind of reduced, but the other two ones are moderate to high, unfortunately. Turbo and, yeah, turbo high and low, actually. And medium and Moon are the best. All right, cool. Turn it off. All right, let's turn the lights back on. Your final thoughts. Rock and roll. Okay. Turn it off. Get my color back if I need it. Let's see. Yeah, there we are. Zoom it on down. Okay, let's do final thoughts. What I like, what I don't like, and overall opinion on this flashlight. Yeah, there we go. The color's nice. Likes the price when it's on sale. $29. You really, I mean, for this light, $29, you get yourself a pretty good value. I'm not going to knock it. It's what you need. Every household could use this. It's, it's tactical, but it's useful. It's not like it's like, oh, I'm like, wearing my camo vest running around town. No, you don't need that. This is like anybody could put this, have this in their, carry on in their luggage, in their, glove compartment, whatever, wherever you're traveling to. If you don't want to carry it on you, you can throw it somewhere. Good utility light. That's what I call it. Good utility light. I do everyday carry too as well, but yeah, a good everyday walking light as well. It'll do the job. So and for the price, yeah, it's a good value light. I like it. So beam pattern. I like the beam pattern. It looks fantastic. You saw that. Really soft, diffused, especially at distance. It looks really nice. The Nichia LED is fantastic for color rendering. The 519A, wow, that's all I can say. He saw how it rendered this orange flashlight. It just looked fantastic. Yeah, it's a good LED. Battery status LED, easy to see. Got a bigger button here now than the V2. It's nice. Just feels like a better light to use. I do like the fast USB-C charging. That is nice. You need something charged really quick in a hurry. You don't want to start fussing with unscrewing something. Just get yourself a high amperage battery like I showed you, that Moly cell. Just something like this and throw it in there. And definitely that's going to give you the ability to charge fast and not worry about anything. It'll be fine. It can handle it. And yeah, rock and roll. I mean, it gets it done quick. Compact size. Now, yeah, the size thing's a factor because this is easy to carry. This thing, it's not as fun to carry. I mean, it's okay. This is great when you're wearing gloved hands and stuff and you're outdoors. But just everyday tasks, it's not as good. It's not as comfortable. But for walking, fine. But for everyday, you're going to want the smaller model. You're going to want this one for sure. Definitely. I like the compact size of this. Fits flat tops like I just mentioned. Big deal. I love it. Grip design. It's an aggressive grip. It actually feels comfortable in the hand without feeling sharp. And it has a good grip if you're wearing gloves. So yeah, they did a good job there. Nice. What I don't like or I want on this flashlight, this belt clip, it's not the greatest. It needs to be deep carry. I mean, I don't know if they could do it without it being flimsy. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of room on this tail. I don't know why they didn't do it there. I don't know. but they could definitely improve on the clip. If they're going to do anything, do that. I think that would be a cool thing if they could do something with that. They had a tactical group. You know, I've seen this company do that before, where they had tactical groups where they're able to you have it so you have turbo all the time, and then you have like medium mode, and that's it. And you can switch it by just 4 taps or 6 taps or whatever on the mode switch. You know, it's just something to think about, adding a tactical group for those who want tactical. They're the ones buying a different model too. They're not going to buy this Nichia. They're going to buy the cool white one, which makes sense. You get the better throw. A standing throw, actually an extra 100 meters. That's a big deal. And you get the cool white, which kind of helps in the darkness, better throw. But for most people, color rendering is nice. I would recommend it. Get the Nichia version for sure. So overall, it's a great everyday carry flashlight with a quality high CRI LED. Nichia is one of my favorites. It's a perfect pickup when it's on sale for $30 and under. So if it's a $30 and under flashlight, pick it up. Do yourself a favor. If you don't own a good flashlight, get something like this and you'll be happy. Hope you enjoyed the video. The SP31 version 3. Awesome flashlight. I'm loving it. Using it, enjoying it. Love the color. So if you like Sofirn, definitely subscribe to the bell icon, get notified of future videos. I like the brand, as you see. I'll pick up more as time goes on. I do have more already, so you can check out the Sofirn playlist if I have it somewhere there. Definitely, you'll find quite a bit there. There's a lot to entertain you. And hopefully there's some of those models still available. Some aren't. They update them all the time. But and then of course, give me final thoughts here. The version 3. Let me know what you think about this version, versus the 2. If you have the 2 already, are you happy that they added a USB charging port? The different things they did to it, changing the optics. Tell me what you think. What your stories are on the light. Do you own one? Do you use the V3? I'd like to read your comments below. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.